Hey, what's up everybody? It's Drew again. Today I just want to make a real quick video updating everybody on what's going on in the market today. So today, obviously, very green day, very good day. Is it something that you should be worried about, or have we finally reached a bottom? And so I'm going to make this as quick as possible, but just go over some events that happened today that changed the market and why I think you should or should not feel like this is a bottom. So let's hop right on in. So the first article I want to put up is by Insider, and it was written by Carla Mosey. And it's U.S. stocks notched the best day since June 2020 as oil drops and investors hope for Ukraine and Russia compromise. So the first thing, as I stated, is this the bottom? Personally, I do not feel like we've hit a bottom yet. I still feel like there are a lot of factors in play. Inflation is still going on. March 16th, we will have the first rate hike, and there's still some slight uncertainty on what the Fed may or may not do, even though I believe they are not going to rug pull us. You just never know until it happens. And so with that, personally, I do not feel like it's a bottom. I feel like you should still keep your eyes open for potential buys as well as potential dips. So with that, why did we have such a good day today? A few things happened today. One is the Ukraine president told a German newspaper that he is open to a compromise with Russia and pretty much the separatist regions. Basically, he has stated that he wants Ukrainians who want to be in Ukraine to be Ukrainian, and if you don't want to be, i.e. those separatist regions, then he is open to talks of potentially letting them have what they want, which I guess would be a Russian form of government or run area. As well, the U.S. oil prices fell, but still remain over $100 a barrel. Obviously, that is a big one. Inflation can go up or down a massive amount on any given day based upon where oil prices are. And so obviously talking about inflation and the potential rise of inflation, as well as the Fed's, rate hikes, oil dropping, good thing. It looks more along the lines of transitory, which is where we really want to be. Okay, perfect. So those are the two major things that obviously pulled us to a very positive day in a lot of sectors in which stocks were not doing well. So I just want to go over some of the news and what they're writing about. Obviously, it's Sword Wednesday. Ukraine and the potential for peace are obviously a big thing. As well, I believe all the major indexes, yes, were higher for the first time in 4 trading sessions. Can you believe that? But with that being said, it looks like the S&P was up 2.57%, as well the Dow Jones was up 2%, and the NASDAQ was up 3.9%. As well, it looks like crude fell 12% to 108 a barrel, which is good. Obviously, I went and filled up my car today, and it did not feel like it dropped to that mark. Let's see, they're still talking about inflationary pressures as a source of worry, exactly as I stated, and the energy sector has gained about 36%, making it the best performing group. It was not the best performing group when it came to oil today for me, but over the long run with these barrels of oil being where they're at, I do still foresee that continuing to go up until all inflationary pressures are taken care of. The Fed has raked quite a few times, and the war has ceased. So with that, there's really not much else there. I did want to take a look at the S&P 500, and the reason why I like the S&P 500 is because that is my stock choices are pretty much in line with the S&P 500, and today, as it stated, it finished with a 2.57% up, which is really good. As you can see, it was a steady climber. You had that real big peak right at market open, and then it just steadily ran up. As well, I wanted to point out that this is abnormal for good days. This is actually a telltale sign for volatility. When the market goes up and it fluctuates a percent high or a percent lower in a day, that's generally a sign that there's still a ton of volatility. Where you really want to be in the market is when you want to see like a 0.2, a 0.5% increase within a day, either up or down. And that's more along the lines of what a smooth market, not less volatility. That's really what you're looking for right there. And then finally, because I said I wanted to make this video as quick as possible, let's see right here. Ukraine, Zelensky says he's cooled down on joining NATO and is open to discussions about control of Russian-backed separatist regions. Exactly what I talked about. Basically, he states in here that he does not want to be the country that begs for help if it's not being reciprocated. Long story short, they had filed for, let's see where it was down here. In 2008, Ukraine applied to be a NATO membership applied to begin a NATO membership action plan, and the alliance welcomed Ukraine's bid, pledging to the country that we would eventually become a member while declining to offer a timeline. In addition to his NATO comments, Zelensky said on Tuesday that he was open to discussions about control of Russian-backed separatist regions in eastern Ukraine and could be an opening for peace talks with Russia. So obviously, news like that is good when there is war about. But he also added that the reason why NATO is not willing to accept them right now is the alliance is afraid of controversial things and confrontation with Russia. So those are the quick updates in the news front. I did want to head over to my Google Drive real quick and check out my portfolio and show y'all exactly how certain sectors that I'm in, how well they did, and how well some did not do. So let's go over there real quick. All right, perfect. So real quick look at the portfolio. I did a lot better today. I was able to bring, even though I'm still red in certain areas, I was able to bring up quite a few. Yesterday I was about, I want to say 2-3% down on the VOO and the VOG. As well, NVIDIA was way down there. I think at one point I was down 10, 11, 12% yesterday. I was able to bring that up. That's really, really good. BP, I didn't do any buying right yet, even though it's down 2 respective and 4 on Exxon as well. Shell is down 3%. There's a potential that if they are down tomorrow, I would add shares to that because, as I stated, I want a dollar cost average in. I don't want my initial investment. I generally plan in thirds. So I dropped my first third of money and I have 2/3 left that I'm willing to drop on the stock. But I really want it, when I'm dollar cost averaging in, if I'm buying on a red day, I want it to be negative quite a bit so that I can really lower my dollar cost average. So we will see how that goes tomorrow. But good things looking for the S&P or the Vanguard S&P followed indexes, the value and the growth. Looks like they're coming up. It also looks like my investment in NVIDIA will pay off, which is what I really want to see. As well, as I stated, be on the lookout. I'm looking to buy Disney, and after the wash sale rule comes out, I am buying back into AMD. And just stay tuned for all those purchases, and we can ride the wave and see where they're at. As well, I still have about 43% of my money sitting on the sidelines, ready to continue to buy the potential dip. And if I'm wrong, I'll just buy it on its way up, I guess. Perfect. But with that being said, like I said, I wanted to make a real quick video, not one that's long and drawn out, and just give you a little insight into what's going on in the markets today. Let me know if you think this is informative or not. As well, leave a comment below on what you would like to see. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Or I don't think follow is on here, but whatever. Just make sure you like and subscribe, and share the videos if you don't mind. But yeah, so until next time, let's make some money, and peace.